Hello and welcome to Straight Talk. I'm Ayşe Süberker. Starting in the early 1990s, leaders from across the Turkic-speaking world met regularly to forge a sense of unity. Those meetings eventually evolved into a formal grouping called the Turkic Council. And now that regional bloc has taken its next step. The group has taken on a new name, the Organisation of Turkic States, and has expanded its areas for cooperation to include a range of global issues. Hadia Al-Alawi reports.
A growing cooperation of like-minded countries. The Turkic Council, now called the Organisation of Turkic States, set out its future political, security and economic priorities. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan called on members to tackle global issues including terrorism.
Our fight against terrorist organizations should also be an important element of our agenda. We are determined to continue our fight against all terrorist groups, especially the PKK, YPG, Daesh and FETÖ. We should strengthen our cooperation in this regard. In addition, we must act together in the fight against destructive currents such as Islamophobia and xenophobia, which plague our age.
At the conclusion of the summit, a joint declaration of 121 articles was signed. It acknowledged the Turkic World 2040 vision created by Chairman Nursultan Nazarbayev as a strategic document to guide members. The summit also initiated a disaster response unit, the Organisation of Turkic States Civil Protection Mechanism. It aims to carry out joint research, rescue and rehabilitation efforts. Touching on the issue of Cyprus, members agreed that a fair and permanent solution needs to be reached. During the two-day summit, Turkey also assumed the term presidency from Azerbaijan.
At the heart of this organization, we share a common language, common history, and a common civilization. As a result, members of this organization are natural allies.
Established in 2009, the organization consists of Azerbaijan, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Turkey, and Uzbekistan as member countries, and Hungary and Turkmenistan as observers. It was created with an overarching aim of enhancing partnerships amongst its states. With issues such as terrorism and the climate crisis on the rise, the summit is another step towards consolidating a unilateral approach of countries with history, culture, and a language to share. Hadia Al-Alawi, TRT World.
And to broaden the discussion, I'm joined now by Cengiz Tomar. He is the rector at Ahmet Yesevi University in Turkestan, Kazakhstan. And in Baku, we have Ahmet Sahidov. He's a political analyst and the head of the Azerbaijan Institute for Democracy and Human Rights. Gentlemen, a warm welcome to you both. So, Ahmet, what's your take on the 8th summit of the Turkic Council, which has rebranded itself as the Organisation of Turkic States?
The last meeting of the Turkish states in Istanbul and the meetings held there, the message given there are very important because Turkish states have been holding this kind of meetings for years, but the summit, Istanbul summit, which took place after the 44-day Second Karabakh War is a strategic importance because the war in the South Caucasus in 2020 has changed the geopolitical map, not only of the region, but of the whole world. And Turan ideology we have been dreaming for years is coming true. So, and Turkey's role in this issue is great. That's why I think the recent meeting of Turkish states in Istanbul is a new page for our future. And after this meeting, we will operate very quickly and together. As you know, in June, it was signed a Shusha Declaration between Azerbaijan and Turkey. It is also very a key road for another Turkish state.
Yes. So, Cengiz, besides the decisions taken at the summit, talk to us about the significance of Turkmenistan's leader, Gurbanguly Muhammedov's participation at the summit for the first time as an observer.
Yes, this is very important, for Turkic world. From the beginning, Turkmenistan was a little bit far away from Turkic world because of, its policy as an independent country. But right now, it is the first time, when they changed the name as Turkic States organization. It is very important for Turkey and for other countries in participation Turkmenistan. I think, in the last few years, maybe Turkmenistan will be a full member of the organization, and it will be very strong organization after that. Also, it is very important for the Turkic corridor or Turkish corridor between the countries. And as you know, Turkmenistan is an important country, as high level energy, resources there, and also in the middle of the Turkic world. I think it is good effect for the Organization of Turkic World.
So, Ahmet, is there room for further enlargement other than Turkmenistan? For example, where does the Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus stand? Because the Turkish President Erdogan said, I quote, "I trust in your valuable support in easing the isolation and embargo against Turkish Cypriots, who are an inseparable part of the Turkic world." What is your take on that? Could the member countries come together and ease the Turkish Republic's isolation?
It is important to enlarge this union, this community, because if we talk about Turkic Union, it includes our Turkish brother in Cyprus. We call it Turkish Northern Cyprus of Turkish Republic. So there are another Turkish, autonomous republic inside another countries, Ukraine, Moldova, Russia, and another countries. So if we talk about Turkish nation, union of Turkish people, so the enlargement is important, as Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan mentioned about the importance of Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus to include to join this union. So I think after the Turkmenistan, the next step is to join Northern Cyprus to the union.
Yeah,
because we talk about the Turan ideology, we talk about the new power in the world.
Yes, as for Turkmenistan, I understand it seems Turkmenistan will remain neutral for a long time. So, Cengiz, now that one of the acute problems the regional countries were facing, namely the Armenian occupation of Nagorno-Karabakh, has been resolved, what's next moving forward? And can the organization play a mediating role in resolving other regional or international disputes?
Yes, I think we have, challenges there in the area. For example, situation in Afghanistan is not clear yet. We don't know Taliban will affect the region because you know that we have radical movements in Central Asia in general, and it is very important. This organization can be mediate in Afghanistan situation, and also Karabakh is very important, for Turkic world. And I think it was a test for Turkic world, and then Turkic people closely followed the conflict. As after Turkey, especially in that region that I am living right now in Kazakhstan, in Central Asia, all peoples here supported Turkey in Azerbaijan, Nagorno-Karabakh issue. Yes. And also they affected all the states and governments in the region. I think this is the most important thing. Azerbaijan problem or Karabakh problem right now, and from day one, Turkic Council has immediately reacted to the Karabakh war and supported Azerbaijan strongly, and this is important. The consequences of the support provided to other states in Turkic world, such as Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan, they support Azerbaijan. I think after that, and this organization maybe, have a role of mediation in all Turkic countries and also in the region.
So, Ahmet, could enhanced cooperation between Turkey and Azerbaijan be a driving force for other member countries to engage further and reach to, farther regions? For example, what specific sectors are Turkic member countries are investing one another? And we know that there are lots of energy deals, but what else they do cover?
44-day Karabakh War has shown that brotherhood between Turkey and Azerbaijan in all fields, but mainly in military field, in political and in moral field. But also it was a key key message for another Turkic countries. All Turkic countries, including Kazakhstan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, and other countries, has saw the Turkey as a main supporter and how the driving country in union of realization of Turan ideology. So the mainly is security issue. This is the main issue in the region. The another point is political support, and also the energy security is also very important.
Yeah, so security is one of the priorities of the member countries. Cengiz, is there any decision taken at the summit to Afghanistan? Are all members on board in helping Afghanistan to stand on its own feet? What's at stake for these countries?
I think the Afghanistan issue is very important in Central Asia. When we look at the vision, official vision statement, we have a lot of things, especially about war against radicalism in the area, and this is in respect with Afghanistan. It is very important, and also all countries try to to do something against, especially people are leaving their countries, such as in Afghanistan, in Iran, in Syria. They have a lot of points in the statement that I think that all countries all together, they will try to do something related to Afghanistan issue, and also some humanitarian problems
yes.
in the region. I think this is a very important effect on the country.
All right, gentlemen, unfortunately, we are out of time. Thank you very much for joining us on Straight Talk.